Menu narration option is set to off.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dolphins and the football team, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington football team. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
He was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it. He was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But defensively, you're up there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rap, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The try here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Washington.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields
Rolling to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
And
we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. To throw again on second down, Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again is Fields. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! A great play with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Miami set to take over. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. We'd like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Going for a right side here. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Well, you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Check 83, ball going to 83. Here we go, here we go. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
Let's go, baby.
Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They run the counter now on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Roughing and kicker. Easy.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got him in. Complete.
Let's go.
He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. And now the red flag out on the field. It's forthcoming.
All day, baby, all day.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On play action, Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Something in the air, deep ball. How about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He sets to fire deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. You ain't going nowhere.
Here's Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go. Hey, Mike. All day, all day. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Play action. It's Fields. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's got room.
That's a pick, boy. That's a pick.
So this is something we didn't see often this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Two are going to throw. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Washington now to take over. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here. As well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now it's Fields. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Hey, let's go.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
All day, baby, let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of McLaurin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Fields throwing again. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Check 15.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match him touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pick.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Looking sideline, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Hands it off out of the gun. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A gain of 6 there on the 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Tua to throw again. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action, Fields. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Let's go, let's go!
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Let's go,
and now
boys,
right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. They'll run with Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in pounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point up and through. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Charles, we saw